Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a really cool pipe rest, which is another useful mechanism that I've been looking for a good while. This one appears to be made of solid wood. I'm not a wood expert. Maybe some of you can clue me in on what it might be constructed of. It appears to be just one solid block, and it is marked Dunhill, Italy. The best description that I can think of for at least the shape of this pipe rest would be a coffin. See there, it is marked Dunhill, made in Italy, and there is a hole. I don't know if that was used to hold it in place at some point in time. Surely it wasn't hanging on a wall. So there is some wear, scuffs, scratches to the finish. You can see it is dull and not shiny there in spots. As the upper portion appears to still have a great deal of its finish, and to be in really good shape. There are also some damages or blemishes to some of the corners or edges. Have no idea how common or scarce this item may be. The antique mall that I picked it up at yesterday, it had a $12 price tag, and it had been marked down to $5, and the lady seemed shocked that such a small tag was on it. Such a small price was being asked. This is one of those vendor type malls, you know, every booth, or at least every booth, is available or possibly to a different seller. Sometimes you'll run into one that'll have a whole line there in a row. So I don't know how long this has been sitting there. I've been in that particular antique mall many times, and if I'd have seen it there for the $12 price tag, I probably would have bought it. But for $5, it was a no-brainer. And like I said, I think I'll use it. I don't really think this is something I'm going to sell. I could be wrong. If it turns out it's got some great value, especially. But like I said, it does have some damage here to some of the corners. But overall, a very nice other useful mechanism or piece of tobacconiana. This pipe that I use on occasion, I wouldn't say that it is ideal for this pipe rest or pipe holder, but it will certainly work. This is what I would call sort of a small to medium Sherlock, or something, a close approximation. But you can see it would hold a much bigger bowl and an even little bit bigger stem as well. Most of the pipes that I use are beaker style bongs or chillums. So this is really the only just kind of sit beside you hand pipe that I have that really needs a rest or a stand. So I'm thrilled to put it to use with its couple of flaws. I've owned plenty of Dunhill lighters. I owned a really nice Dunhill cigarette box. That was way back at the beginning. Leather wrapped, wood construction, sort of an orangish brown, alligator tan or reptile tan sort of leather. Of course, I've owned several Dunhill service lighters, Dunhill windproof lighter, sterling silver unique. I've actually had a couple of those. But the first pipe rest, and well, I don't guess I have any Dunhills in my personal collection, so at the time being, or at least for the time being, it's the only Dunhill item I have in my collection. There you can see that mark again, Dunhill, made in Italy. I'm very familiar. I know that the lighters were made in Switzerland, London, Paris, New York. But I've never heard of Dunhill, Italy. To me, just a very cool piece, and for $5, I will never pass on. It's hard for me to imagine what kind of Dunhill item, what kind of shape it would have to be in, or just some complete piece of crap for me not to want to purchase it for a price like that. Even if it's not a lighter. Something else for you to keep your eyes open for when you're out there browsing around the antique malls, flea markets, and garage sales. Until next time.